Welcome to Tutorials Point. In this video, we will learn about expiration model. So, cache information can be specified in two different kinds of headers. The first one is the expires headers, which basically tells a particular point in time at which the cache will expire and the client need to send the request to the API to get the response. The second one is a cache control header, which basically tells for how many seconds the cache will be available. Okay. So, when the client requests data for the first time, the data is either cached by your private cache or shared cache, and for the subsequent request it will hit the cache instead of the API and it will bring the data from the cache itself. So, generally cache control header is more preferred because we have several issues. For example, clock synchronization issue with respect to expires headers, meaning that your server can have one particular time and your client may be in a completely different time zone, so both may not match. So there will be serious synchronization issues. And remember that what I have said is max age 2500, which is nothing but seconds, which means that once the data is cached either by your private cache or by your shared cache, for 2500 seconds from that particular point in time, your request will not be sent out to the server, whereas it will be only retrieved from the cache. And the public indicates that this particular cache can be cached by either your private cache or shared cache. So let us look at one example over here. Suppose I have 4 different clients, client 1, client 2, client 3 and client 4, and these 4 different clients consume data from the same API. Okay. There is one API which these 4 clients talk to retrieve the data, and assume that all 4 they retrieve the same data. We can have private or shared caches. If I have a private cache, meaning that this particular data will be available within my own particular system, what happens is that the request that go out to the network will be reduced. Okay. So I need not go and request to the network because I have the data within my own browser, but the request to the API will not be reduced, it will be the same or it will increase, because there are other similar clients that will not be making use of this particular cache and it needs to request to the API or it needs to hit the API. So the API load will not go down in respect to private cache. Whereas in shared cache, suppose that if the data is cached in a gateway or something like proxy over here, the request to the network will not be reduced because again I need to go out to the network to request the data, but the load to the API it will be reduced drastically, because once C2 caches the data in a proxy, the others can go and hit the proxy directly instead of going to the API, thereby reducing the load to the API. Thank you.
Tutorialspoint.com. Simply easy learning.